defense.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. I think it's not yet the time for Granger to be like the most prominent marksman in the meta. But if used correctly, maybe they can, and I hope that it is, because this is the point where maybe you can say, oh, there's a lot of more marksmen available in the meta.
Yep. And again, guys, this is game number 2 of our second series. Team Vietnam ahead against Team Malaysia with 1-0 score for a best of 2 series. Again, guys, we can see right now Team Malaysia on their comfort pick actually with that Luo Yi and Hyde is being taken here with the first blood for Rumpel. So, Wolf, this is the opportunity actually to see Rumpel on that Kufra again. Earlier, Team Vietnam banned out this Kufra against Team Malaysia, so it's more the comfort pick for Team Malaysia onto this game. But little wonder it has been secured here by Team Malaysia, and we might see an contest for the buff, but I guess it's gonna be a disengage. But again, here comes the vacuum for Dominus on that Louis. Massive damage actually. This destructive damage, to be exact.
Now I kind of figured out what the strength of the Louis is. If you imagine that vacuum that we're talking about, that big circle in the middle, it covers a big area, almost the entirety of the mid lane when it comes to the laning stage. That's why if you look at Team Vietnam, they can't even position themselves into that part. And it also means that other members of Team Malaysia can go for invades, like what they did with the Thams taking the orange buff and the Kufra getting the purple one. So Team Vietnam absolutely has nothing for Broly at this point. Our Granger, it just means that this Granger, the win condition for the Granger is already lost. You need to get your farm, you need to get your buffs secured for some an early game item dependent hero like that of the Granger. And the fact that you're not getting it, it just means that Team Vietnam will have so much of a hard time in this mid game.
Yep, speaking of which, we have a level 6 actually Lancelot from Team Malaysia onto this game, so we could see already the fruit of the farm against Team Vietnam. Just like what we've been saying earlier, for a Granger, you need all the criticals, you need all the farm to be in par with the damage here coming from Team Malaysia. Although, for Team Malaysia in terms of late game though, sword is down actually with the hands of Broly on this Granger. And speaking of which, it's Broly. It's Broly of Team Malaysia. No doubt about Broly in terms of skill, individual skill for this kind of player of Team Vietnam. Although for Team Malaysia, I guess they really need to be mindful of the late game, because it's the late game. If you have the immortality for your team, it's kind of difficult for a Lancelot to bring down players. Yep.
Okay, so I think that right now we are seeing a little bit of comfort for the Granger, because it's the second round of buffs. It means that they will be able to secure it. That's a very important kill that they were able to get. They never have to undermine the strength of this Rumple and Koopa in combination with the Atlas. You can be chain stunned by that combo, and in fact, they'll get another kill. Dominus, the Louis will be taken out. Bottom lane, there's a little bit of a tussle between ARTZ as well as this Esmeralda from the TRAI. I hope I didn't butcher the name. The good thing that the Thams is actually leading in terms of EXP and is gonna be chased down by the members of Team Vietnam. They jump in, and that is gonna be Thams out so easily with just one Chasm Leap.
Okay, actually, there's a bit of a hope for Team Vietnam onto this game. We have the Atlas to get the Granger together, but although on the middle lane, it's gonna be another kill for XORN into this Lancelot. We have the Falling Storm, and for the Esmeralda, Atlas was there, but it is gonna be a mislead for the team fight for Team Vietnam. And speaking of which, we have the physical damage, skill-wise per se, normal hit for the Lancelot of Team Malaysia. All they need to do is to refrain from Broly, or avoid Broly being taken down by Team Malaysia onto this game.
Yeah. You can see now in the middle part of the map, there's a little bit of a clash happening with a very nice dodge there coming out from a XORN on this Lancelot, using the Thorn Rose and the dash, the puncture, to just get away so safely against his teammates. And now the question is, is really ready to fight. Is he battle ready at this point? Obviously, the answer is not yet. But I guess with that one kill that he was able to get, at least there's a little bit of recovery coming out from this Granger. Lancelot jumps in, wants to go for hide, and he is going to be able to hide, though. Rumpel, fatal links, the flicker away coming out from Rumpel. The Atlas still looking for a target. Hide is so low, gonna be taken down by the Thams, and there's the kill. The Granger taken out as well. The OZORAVEKI wants to go for more. The Scales Ball gonna be used. A nice flicker onto the left side. A Spirify as well coming out from Dep tried the not being taken out by Team Malaysia, but nevertheless, Malaysia is still winning this heavily, Chantel.
Actually, for this one, we can see already the damage together with the OZORAVEKI on the Lunox for Team Malaysia. So that is one bit of a problem for Vietnam onto this match. We have the Lancelot. They have the Lancelot rather for Team Malaysia plus this Lunox. So I guess for Vietnam, they need to secure the objectives against Team Malaysia if they want to turn the things around. If you want to breathe for this kind of rotation coming in from Team Malaysia, they must do a split push onto this one. Although we can see T-Dip TRAI onto this one. Hyde is almost out of life. And that is going to be another kill for Lunos or OZORAVEKI of Team Malaysia. And Dominus with that Winter Truncheon securing for the defense item, actually for the micro skills here onto this game. Enchanted Talisman though for the Esmeralda Team Vietnam. Enchanted Talisman for a 6-minute game. What do you think?
Ooh. Nevertheless, there's a teleportation. One of the bigger ones they get to so easily. Enchanted Talisman is such a good item, Chantel, to answer questions. But the real question is, can Team Vietnam survive this? They use a very nice fatal links, but the answer is no, as there's so much early game damage from Team Malaysia that we're seeing right now. And it feels like this is gonna be an easy game for Team Malaysia, as the timing for the Grangers has already expired. In comes the Lancelot with the Thorn Rose just zoning out the members of Team Vietnam, as Team Malaysia is aiming to push this inhibitor in the middle. They weren't successful in doing so, with a slight HP left here for the inhibitor turret in the middle.
For Team Malaysia, the damage is just there. They have the Kufra for the AOE. So far for Team Vietnam, I'm not seeing the wow moments for the Atlas Fatal Length. So I guess it's gonna be the turnout of events for Team Vietnam if they are able to pull off a certain type of initiation wherein they take at least 3 or 4 players here for Team Malaysia. Although for this one, they need this Granger to cope up with the gold for the damage per se, because for Team Malaysia, it's all about this Lance. It's all about the looks. Double L combo for Team Malaysia on this game. And we are seeing right now, it's going to be 210 for the score. Almost, actually not almost, it's 10k gold lead for Team Malaysia.
Jumping from Rumpel though with the bouncing ball, even T-Max is hurting from all of the percent-based damage coming out from the Lunox. That's OZORAVEKI. This farmed Lunox just means that even the tankiest of the tanks will be melted down. You have to take note, this is Impure Rage Lunox, a Town of Legends from way back when. And it still is proving to be effective if given to Team Malaysia.
Yep, and for Team Malaysia, we could already see the damage being brought here by Dominus. Actually, the Luo Yi of this team, just the one vacuum, and the majority of the health fades away for Team Vietnam. Although we can see here right now the aggressiveness of Team Malaysia onto this game. It's 31k versus 21k of Team Vietnam. For Team Vietnam though, they need to be mindful of the Thams or the sustain here. Here we have the oh my god, it catches 3 for this Kufra on this game, and a mega kill for XORN. There comes the falling star from Dep TRAI, but the top lane turret is destroyed. Plus the BOD for Team Malaysia. I guess this is gonna be a tower lock, but another damage here coming from Team Malaysia. On this game, we have the Esmeralda low on life.
Oh, look
Here
at Zorn.
comes the minion wave. Yep, here comes Zorn with the damage, but Zorn is still alive. Fallen Storm here coming from him. The Esmeralda, the free hit, but Chaos Assault. It's gonna be a kill spree for this Kufra, and I guess Malaysia just needs to go for the tower lock. They have the cannon for this one. Another minion wave actually for this game number 2. And it is really gonna be a win for Team Malaysia.
So